Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 19 shows Jura talking to the other Shinju about love. And essentially, he's kind of telling them or convincing them that love is kind of like something that takes over their logic, takes over their instincts, their reason, their logic, everything that kind of like helps them out to go towards their goals. Now, what's different between the other Shinju and Jura is that Jura really doesn't have anybody to really love. Right? Like, he just has his basic instincts. So Hidari has Sarada, Bug has Ada, Ryu has Gaara, Matsuri has Konohamaru. And it feels like because they're made from, like, other human beings, they have, like, attachments to other people. Now, granted, his humanoid form is made from that random shinobi or person that saved Sarada. So, like, that's his, like, look wise, that's where he comes from, but kind of like personality wise, it's like all his own. He's the Ten Tails, so he doesn't really have anybody to like care for or have admiration for, or care about in the same way that the others do or could, right? Like right now we see Matsuri blushing over Konohamaru, and we can't really see Jura in that position. We know Ryu wants to eat Gaara because, well, he has like this father-son relationship there. And then Hidari with Sarada's the father-daughter relationship. Bug has like, is affected by Ada's charm ability, her omnipotence. So it's like, yeah, he wants to be with Ada, but he can't, you know what I mean? It's kind of like that feeling. And Jura has nobody at all, except for maybe the Otsutsuki. Now, that's why they're more than likely his main target. I mean, of course, they're all targeting Boruto and Kawaki, but more so, Jura, it's specific. It's necessary for him to be him, for him to, like, follow that instinct. That's his primary goal, but there's also Himawari in the way. But he doesn't have any kind of, like, feelings towards Himawari in particularly, more so the Nine Tails and the Tailed Beasts. So that's what's kind of like drawing him in closer and closer and closer, is that power, is that strength. That's what he's more interested in than anything else. He's not really interested in, quote unquote, people or like a specific person like the other ones are. He's more so interested in the strength or the power that it could grant him, that it could give him, right? They could give him, if he eats the Nine Tails chakra, if he eats Himawari, he could get great strength. If he eats Boruto or Kawaki, he could get great strength, right? Like, it's not a matter of, like, devouring them for some emotional or personal gain. It's more so, how can I get stronger? How can I realize my full potential, be the strongest Jura possible, you know? And it's going to be interesting if he's ever going to have some sort of connection or any kind of like human, just like any kind of relationship outside of the other Shinju. And maybe the other Shinju, because they have that, will turn against him or he'll turn on them. Like, it could be like a whole, they could go against each other because of those feelings or those emotions. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all kind of plays out or comes together. But overall, I don't think Jura really has anybody. So the idea of him gaining a friend or somebody he can like rely on is kind of interesting to look at, you know? And, you know, possibly it could be Code. It could possibly be Code. Now, I say that only because Code was the one who kind of like birthed them, so it could be like that, but now that I think about it, it's just kind of like not so much. He's not really a big fan of him, I guess. I don't know, but it's gonna be interesting to see. But until then, we still gotta wait for chapter 20, and then once that comes out, we'll have new information, new stuff to talk about, new theories moving forward, and we're gonna see how the Shinju react and how the Shinobi react and how everybody like works together or like fails or succeeds. It's gonna be, I'm excited for the next chapter. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Yeah.